let's just say it's been a crazy time for Sims news, and with no Sims 5 in the works and Sims 4 going on for many more years, now there's a new Project Rene leak that honestly is making me very worried for the future of the Sims franchise. Now, this leak is reported on by Sims Community, though the origin of the screenshots comes from a user on Reddit, which you will see as a subtitle. Now, Sims Community does provide some helpful context before we get into the screenshots and gameplay details. First of all, really quickly, we need to clarify that Project Rene supposedly is coming on all platforms, PC, Mac, console, as well as mobile. However, it was also advertised a couple weeks ago that Project Rene will go into playtesting through Sims Labs. And this is what the leak is about. Now, do keep in mind, this is supposedly only for the mobile part of the game, so obviously it's going to have a lot of mobile elements, but still, I do see some worrying signs. Now, we already saw this preview, so this is nothing surprising, but we're going to get into some more juicy details. First, we see this look of the Sims, which they look interesting indeed, and it's working at a cafe. And while I know this is the mobile part of the game, my question would be is it going to look different on different platforms? It also says unlock new outfits, so you're going to have to do things in order to unlock these outfits. Now, anyone who has played mobile games before is probably pretty familiar with this and understands where we're going to go from here. Also, again, I know this is just a work in progress, but I gotta say, so far, I'm not a huge fan of the clothes on show. In comparison, I would say the neighborhood doesn't look absolutely terrible. I would say I can understand somewhat of the appeal, especially if we're considering this is the mobile portion, but we do also get a brief description. Explore a neighborhood based in Paris, full of unique activities and stylish rewards. Welcome to the Sims Labs, the hub. Pick your sim, each a unique character with their own story, and join friends and other players to explore a vibrant Parisian neighborhood together. Claim new outfits from the thrift shop while working at a local cafe or completing quests. Make your wishes come true at the Plaza Fountain, discover hidden collectibles, meet locals, and more. The Sims Lab games are prototype experiences based on testing small chunks of larger game concepts. So I do think that caveat, of course, is really important. Features in this app do not necessarily represent the direction or content of any upcoming Sims game. Still, I don't think that means there isn't anything we can deduce from this original leak. This appears to be a closer-up look of the clothing shop, and I don't really find it any more charming. Some of the options of a to-do list along with rewards include buying a new outfit and finding some kind of gnome. Again, if you've played Sims Mobile, you're probably somewhat familiar with this model. It's not really shocking. And while I do understand all this is a work in progress, I would say Sims Mobile actually looked better than this. You can let me know in the comments below if you did play with Sims Mobile. But again, not completely fair at all to compare. I understand that because this is just play testing. And it looks like we have some croissants and also some other pastries. We also get a little bit more of a description of what to expect from the mobile portion. Once your sim is picked, the game will immediately display some initial quests to get you started. These quests change daily. Main gameplay has you working at a cafe with other players. Once you start working, NPC sims will start coming in and sitting down. Somebody has to take their order and it will display a bubble above their heads showing what item they want. You or another player has to go and collect those items. They cannot choose more than one item at a time. This is the main way to earn money in this build, and it can get very repetitive and grindy after a while. So this comes from someone who supposedly was playtesting it, especially since the jobs don't give you very much simoleons. The only other way to make simoleons is just leveling up. You can earn more from wishing at the fountain, talking to sims, or completing quests, or of course working at that cafe. There were only 5 levels to obtain during the test, each one giving simoleons or a new badge. And we can see here the cafe shift ending, etc. So yes, this is very much you play in game and you earn points or coins, but this of course doesn't really seem very inspiring to me. I'm guessing when this comes out, they're going to drop Sims free play, because when they actually announced that Sims 5 was not coming anytime soon, they actually didn't mention free play at all in the future of the Sims franchise. So that's just my 2 cents. Now, just a tad more feedback until we get into some more screenshots. You can spend your simoleons at the clothing shop. You cannot customize your outfit and are forced to choose choose between 5 preset outfits. They are not sure at the moment if these outfits are different depending on which character you choose, and there is no way to reset your sim at the moment or choose a different character. Now again, this is at the testing stage, we're not even in early access. However, purportedly Project Rene has been developed on and off since 2018 or 2019 roughly. That's when we first started seeing job postings at least. So when they started to develop this mobile portion, I don't know for sure, but like I'm saying, I do want to give caveats and say yes, this is not the final version, nor is this the entire game whatsoever. However, so far it does seem pretty limiting. In case you didn't get enough of a look at these very charming character designs, here you go. Just some basics right here. You get to name your sim and there is a sim bio. It's unclear right now what kind of system they might have, if they have anything like traits or anything like that. Pretty plain interface. And you can see this continue with this sim right here. In the sim 2, which particularly this hairstyle bothers me. I don't know what it is. I just really don't like it. In the last one we have it right here. So like I said, I'm not gonna lie, I do understand it's a mobile game, but personally, if we're just going based on graphics, I actually think that Sims Mobile had better graphics. Here's a look at the outfits. You can change some really inspiring and exciting stuff, but more importantly than my opinions, you can see that different outfits cost different amounts of money here. Again, this does appear to be in-game currency you're earning for quests, etc. And hopefully that doesn't mean some other things like microtransactions game, but honestly, this is the exact model it would follow. And even though Lindsay Pearson did say there would be nothing like energy points, I don't think she completely discounted the idea of microtransactions. Now we get to look a little bit more at this world. You can make a wish at the fountain, you can gaze at the fountain, and there's also a plaque you can read. I am really questioning now how this game is even going to work. I know between all the Sims games, supposedly they are going to share a gallery. I don't even understand how that works. But how is this going to connect with the PC version of Renee? Is the PC version of Renee going to be similar or pretty much the same? Or is it going to be different in a way I just don't understand right now? You get pretty basic to-do lists like meet new people, buy a new outfit, some really inspiring things. Here's a look at the cafe shift, and again, I don't really have that much to say about this besides what I've already said. All in all, it is definitely very mobile, and it doesn't even look that great for a mobile game, but I'm just not a good judge of that. Of course, remember, it is not even in early access yet, so we can't really compare it directly to a game that's already out. Do you think this is going to be a reflection of the PC version, or is the PC version going to be something entirely different? Actually, I'm getting more and more confused by the day what Project Rene is supposed to be, but they haven't really explained it very well so far. We'll probably have to wait until January of next year when we have another Behind the Sims event, which has been a long time coming. So I know this was a really negative video, but sometimes it's just like that. As always, please take care, and I will see you in the next one.